Hello, you're back with the live desk on GB News, and we can exclusively reveal that young British women, often apparently drunk and sometimes in state of undress, are being featured in adverts by people smuggling gangs.
Well, GB News has been handed evidence from a cyber contact who discovered multiple accounts that he believes are fronts for criminals and the smuggling gangs. Sources claiming indeed the videos are being used to entice young males to use the services of the gangs to travel to Europe and on into the UK.
Our Home and Security editor Mark White joins us now with more on this exclusive. Tell us more then about these videos and their content.
Yeah, there's no doubt it's a very worrying development. We know that people smuggling gangs have been using social media to effectively advertise their services. What we've obtained are a number of videos and evidence from a cybersecurity contact. You can see that's one of the sites, one of the accounts on the social media site, Instagram, and they're followed by hundreds of thousands of people. But among these posts, lots of posts of young women. Now, these appear to be young British women who are out partying, enjoying themselves, as young women up and down the country do every weekend, scantily clad.
And we have to make plain, not being party to this operation with no knowledge of what the pictures are being used for.
I think completely unwitting, out and about, just enjoying themselves. And it seems that those videos are now being posted and reposted by what we're told are criminal gangs who are using them to try and entice. We're told this is being aimed at young males in North Africa, these particular accounts. So it's not the first time that this has happened. Of course, we've seen it used by the criminal gangs from their point of view to good effect last year, when there were multiple adverts effectively on social media that were being posted to entice young Albanian males to come across to the UK. Now, those social media videos you can see here showed fast cars, the Albanian flag on a lot of these cars as well, people dancing and enjoying themselves by the London Eye there, wads of cash. I mean, it helped, and the government absolutely admits this, helped entice up to 13,000 Albanians to come across to the UK last year. So it's very alarming that, again, the people smugglers are using this tactic to try, this time it seems to entice young males from North Africa to come.
The likes of TikTok, Instagram across this, have they got powers to crack down on this? Surely they must have.
Yes. So earlier this month, the Home Secretary announced that all of the main social media companies were going to help in a crackdown, cooperating with the National Crime Agency and other law enforcement agencies in the UK to help clamp down on the use of these adverts. One of the things that these social media companies, including Meta, which obviously controls Facebook and Instagram, X, as well, they are using the kind of algorithms that were used to good effect to counter the extremists that post their messages out. So they're using the same kind of algorithms to try to identify these sites. But having said that, the people smugglers are getting a bit wise to it. Also, I should say, on these accounts, as you can see there, interspersed with all the videos of young women, are videos showing young men making the journey successfully to the UK and to mainland Europe from North Africa. Lots of videos like that on these sites.
Well, how to do it video, almost.
It's exactly what it is.
Tell us more about the gangs. I mean, have they been able to identify who the gangs are, how many individuals are involved, how sophisticated and organised it is?
Well, there are thousands of individuals, from the upper echelon all the way down to those that just help out in the camps of northwestern France or help them in the journey from, in this instance, North Africa across to Europe and right up to northwestern France. And occasionally, the National Crime Agency and other law enforcement partners have their successes where they dismantle people smuggling operations. But it's so lucrative because they can charge between £3,000 and £5,000 per boat, and then they're packing upwards of 50 people on these boats. They can make millions of pounds just in a single day if they pushed a lot of boats out into the channel.
And the nationality of these gangs, has that changed recently?
Well, predominantly it is Kurdish people smuggling gangs that control the operations around Calais and Dunkirk. Recently, we've heard of some attempts by Afghan criminal gangs to muscle in on that market, and that's led to some unrest in these camps. But to be honest, the people smuggling gangs so jealously guard their turf that they're often involved in wars between rival Kurdish gangs across there anyway. So that type of criminal behaviour and violence, and even now the use of firearms to enforce their trade, is not unusual.
Mark White, thank you. Thank you for bringing us that exclusive.